great series so far with Dust 2 going 16-10, YP taking it, and then ENCE doing it in convincing fashion on their own map pick. Dust 2, 16-8. Of course, I'm Pat Sabo Flanagan, and I'm joined with Joey Helium Umbrella. The pistol round is underway.
I have no last name. I mean, it's kind of crazy that these guys actually had to face off at the very first, part of the bracket round of 16, which means someone drops to lower, which is best of one, and upsets could happen. Only 2 teams come out of this qualifier, but look at this. Strong pistol round already from ENCE here on the T side, going into that connector, and looking to move over to the A side, but now eventually decide on B. They will leave a lurker behind. They deposit Sunny. He's actually going to fall to the Tech 9 that Kabakin was able to pick up. And bomb being planted here. So initially it looks like they were going for that A split, but it doesn't work out. They do get the bomb down in B with the man advantage up. Stonda with armor. Zart has also found himself that USP, and okay, both of them are gonna... Oh wait, is Zart on the... Okay, Zart's on the rectangle. Or Stonda's on the rectangle. I thought maybe they both went back halls looking at the X-ray, but yeah. Kabakin gonna move forward, try to bring down Stonda. Can't even do that. Glock, close range headshot will win out. ENCE starting off strong again. Pistol round on their T side.
Yeah, Kabakin really doesn't have a choice. Had to make some sort of a move, and Stonda right there waiting on him. So that's another pistol round victory in favor of the Finnish team of ENCE.ASUSROG. Now, they're actually favored. We talked about this on all the different gambling sites out there. People are thinking ENCE has this. Not my thought. I was expecting this to actually go 2-0, and yet here we are in the decider map of Cobble. ENCE doing the standard meta. Slight force buy. On round 2, you got 1 flashbang in Kabakin's hands, and nice. Stavkos
aggressive out long A.
Like a deagle shot, dropping Stonda, so that's going to put a little dent in the plans of ENCE, but there's Sunny right there, finding him out and finishing the job.
So still being very passive. I don't know if Stavkos also might have spotted that bomb that's down out in the in NT middle. It's not going to get picked up and then passed over to Sunny. And they're going to put their focus onto this A site. Davkos still at the chance for another 1-dig here, and if he baits them up, gets a kill and falls off, they can really tunnel vision on him, but no, he'll switch over to the truck. Here's Kabakin, unable to do anything. Sunny jumping and gunning and taking him down with a UMP for free. Davkos in the back of the van right now. Deagle out and no dice. Only the 1 kill for him. Arch trying to hop through the smoke. Very sneaky, beaky-like, but is spotted and shot. Thoughtfic, CZ, armor, and being very frugal. Gonna go save. Look at the chickens just trying to devour that corpse.
And they better get out of there very quickly because there's going to be a ball of fire exploding on top of this site very, very soon.
So you're telling me we're about to have some fried chicken?
We are going to have some fried chicken, which is appropriate because over at the B site, we have Chicken Coop, which Misled always calls KFC.
Misled? Whoa, bro. I call it KFC.
You call? Oh, really? They stole it from you?
Yeah, everyone took it from me.
Everybody took it from you.
Even Sadakis started calling it KFC.
Did he really?
Which is fine, because that way it might actually take off, but still want some threads.
You own the copyright.
Not like it's that creative.
You own the copyright on the KFC call-out.
Yeah,
right here on Cobble. Okay, so unexciting round right there. We're going into another unexciting round with YP being forced to fully eco up. Sotfix stayed alive. He's got the CC75, so watch for him to maybe take kind of a cheeky corner. Got some a helmet and some armor as well, so he's like the one threat that ENCE is going to have to deal with. They're going to spread on out, put a little bit of focus maybe on the A site, watching for a push, and Sotfik, I don't expect him to push out yet. Takes a cheeky angle here by the haystack at long A, just hoping somebody pushes me. 4 people stacked up on B. Alley's just going to be alone, messing with him at drop down. I don't think he wants to go down, though.
Yeah, just probing, using that utility, make sure people can't be in those annoying and hard to check corners. I imagine the same thing might happen at long A to Sotfik if they make their way over here. Looks like they want to have a very, very heavy mid-room presence, and I wonder if anyone will actually go up danger and drop back to check the long push. And all right, well, there's Sunny starting things off with the MAC-10. He brings down Dima. Kabakin trying to get something done, some damage with that USP. We'll switch out to the P2K to keep on spamming, and of course, he wants some more bullets for this retake. And keep in mind, Sotfik's going to be the key player that's still lurking around at long A, and Arch is on the flank, but as they are up in the hut, Stonda just going in and no mercy. $1,200 for him with that ump. Same thing as Sunny gets his second with the MAC-10. And while Arch has really nothing to flank right now as all of his boys went down.
Yeah, he's got a USP, and nobody's really tagged up, so that USP is not going to be doing too much damage. He can't even land the headshots. No, somehow lands a couple of shots. I think he got one headshot and then a body shot to drop Yuho. So now he can back off, being somewhat happy with that, forcing some rebuys for ENCE, but he's not going to be able to turn it around. Sunny with a 3K round right there. And, yeah, Sotfik, he was the one who could have maybe come up in a very big way. Just unfortunate for him that ENCE chose to go A through ramp, through mid, as opposed to coming down his direction. That's kind of the threat of sitting so far out by Haystack. They walk that whole way, so by the time the execute's happening, he's completely out of position. He can't really do anything. And the CZ-75, not exactly a long-range weapon, so it's going to be so hard to win those firefights.
All right, into the first rifle round, round 4. It's going to be Kabakin out at long A by his lonesome. A little bit of support onto the A site, I guess. Davcost opping here at the top of the connector and the doors. Could be good for that first kill. And actually, Kabakin, there he goes. He backstabs him. There's no pressure at long. They sneak up danger, and Kabakin makes them pay for it. Even Yuho's going to go down, and not something you would expect after his Dust 2 performance. This round falling apart before it can even really start for ENCE. No one able to get anything done. Up now to Sunny and Zart. Sunny actually goes back to pick up the expensive AWP. And tries to throw the bomb at Zart, but he's a skilled dodgeball player. He will dodge it. No one wants to carry the bomb. This is Counter-Strike.
It's a hot potato, hot potato. What a heroic round so far for Kabakin. See if Zart and Sunny can pull a miracle out of their hats. There's a smoke, looks like a self-smoke from the tees. Just keeping Dima's attention focused on drop down. Sunny starts working his way towards B side. 34 seconds. If they want to go for this, they're going to have to do something very, very quickly. Arches watching the angles. Sunny trying to get an entry pick with the AWP. Zart, I think he spotted Dima. No, he didn't. He gets spotted. Not going to get the quick pick. He's out.
Yeah, and now actually in a little bit of danger from Sotfik, who has decided to push up. Zart able to shut that down, and here on the T side, no bomb plant, but still these guys are electing to save. I mean, Sunny will have like 5.6k loaded since he's going to be bringing that off into the next round, so there's a drop. Already, Alu can buy himself. Yuho can more or less buy himself. And yeah, they'll be set for another rifle as long as neither of these guys go down. And no one's close. None of the CTs really chased. First round, and it's a big one. That's the first rifle for YP on the CT side. Can they string it together and maybe earn themselves some freebies? That is the question.
Well, yeah, with so many players picked off, the best thing that ENCE could do is just hang on to those weapons, and with the residual cash left over, they're able to put together a really solid buy. A lot of Molotovs as well, which can be so handy setting the B site on fire. And they put a lot of attention on B. L is going to be solo at the A side. You see them smoked off, set fire. Yeah, that's T side, setting fire to B platform. Trying to clear out any players there. Unfortunately for them, YP's not playing that aggressive angle. It looks like Elu just might get pushed out by Kabakin. He's taken position at mid, drops a flash just to keep him there. He's going to watch the flank. Here we go. Here comes the execute.
Oh, the Molotov misses. That leaves Arch in a very, very strong position. We saw him make some big rounds here when they were playing up against Ancient in the last chance qualifier. Dima on the site, only able to get one. Arch, spray down all of his bullets, but the last one with the A1S, it always hits, and Stonda will fall. Up to Zart and Yuho. They plant the bomb, but left in a 2 versus 4, and the enemy are at the gates, and they're getting shut down. The gates are closed. Sodvik down the back door.
What?
Catches Zart off guard. Who knows where he was looking. He was expecting B plat from the looks of it. And Sotfik moving in now in the 1 versus 1. Somehow ENCE are able to come out and win that, mainly thanks to Yuho getting so many kills after the bomb went down. 2v4. Team YP've got to be scratching their heads saying, what the hell just happened?
Should have been a much more solid hold, and you called it exactly. They threw that molly up to clear tree, which is kind of becoming a big part of the meta here. You clear tree because it is a powerful position. I remember that game you were talking about with Ancient. Arch was constantly sitting up there, and even though they were trying to smoke him off and doing all sorts of stuff, it almost turned the smokes into a one-way in that game, and he was dominating. So here you go, 4-1. YP's economy is now completely wrecked. Put onto an eco round. Let's see how much money are they sitting on top of, about, what, $2,600? So should be no problem buying next round. And still also extremely low, so they're not going to be too happy with this buy. They group up outside of B side. No surprises right there. Trouble is there's no utility for YP to hold this off. They can't counter smoke, they can't counter flash. And that should be able to just explode onto the site. Oh,
Softic almost got two. I mean, that's Counter-Strike with these pistols. Trying to spray transfer a pistol, but it didn't quite pan out. Still, they've done a lot of damage, and now CEVO with the deagle gets two as he comes over drop. And now it's Alu with the MAC-10. I mean, a decent weapon to try to deal with the pistol armors, or in fact, just any opponents, doesn't matter what they have as long as they're unarmored. The op, though, can be a little bit of a problem now that Kabakin's been able to pick that one up. And, of course, you know, they're sitting on this bomb waiting for Alu to come up, and he does. Kabakin hits the shot, and
quite the turnaround.
Didn't think ENCE would win the last round. Didn't think YP would win this one. But it doesn't matter what I think. These guys are playing their own games here.
I mean, to be fair, ENCE really didn't have the economy to put together a really solid buy right there, so the firepower differential wasn't that big. And then you got to watch out for the double flank going on by Softic and Dima. And that was what, 3 kills, like 3 free frags gifted to YP this time around. He's got the guns in the hands of YP, but the first frag is Softic along with Dima, both getting dropped down. So B-side is going to be quickly taken over. Arch is trying to hold on. He's dropped, leaving Kabakin completely alone. Nice flashbang. Unfortunately, he just cannot capitalize on it. He's going to fall back, regroup with Davkos. Now, let's look at the situation. Look, they picked up a couple of guns. It's going to be 4 versus 2 on the retake. Do we go for it? Kabakin chooses to go ahead and push the angle. Watch out for Sunny, though. Close range. Tech9 is going to win that firefight.
Oh. Davkos with the chance to make some big plays. Another beautiful shot onto Sunny. That one was difficult, and he's got 3 kills already, but he will decide to back off. Goes for the fallen shot through the door, hoping for just a free kill, because you know that happens sometimes. But yeah, I can't believe it. This game is a mess right now. You know, 3 rounds in a row that the team that won really didn't have any business winning. Just some big catastrophic failures, like ENCE getting pushed in the halls and flanked and counter boosted and having that fall apart. And then in this round, just, you know, you're going against Tech9s and it is Cobble. It can be tough, but you just let them through and no one landed their shot. They get completely run over, and now ENCE strike back. So really 3 chaotic rounds in a row. And I mean, there's been nothing strung together since the pistol rounds. It's all been one-off wins for each team since round 4.
Which has actually been keeping the money very low. Alu's finally starting to run away with a little bit of cash along with Yuho, and YP saving those 2 weapons. They have 2 people sitting on top of some cash too. So they're able to go ahead and put together kind of a quasi-buy, force buy with a lot of utility in the hands of Davkos and Dima. Let's see, where are they playing? Both sort of towards the B site. So B site defense is looking a whole lot stronger. That is where Sunny has taken the bomb. But and they're not going to commit to anything just yet. They're looking for a couple of picks and putting a lot of pressure on the A site. Almost looks like they're trying to set up for pressure at A site to try and pull them off. There's a nice opening frag, though. Sunny's going to drop them at drop down. That pulls Arch off to watch him play passively, and then he's smoked off. There goes all information about drop. The A pressure is going to come up huge, too. Look at this. Arch is falling all the way back towards A. He's at the A site. Davkos all alone at B. They could have gone either way at this point and engaged them. But instead, the team groups up just outside of A, and they're going to push in. Davkos with a perfect read. He's going to come up on A site. Arch pushes the angle into danger. That's why they call it danger. Picks 1 kill. But he's going to find himself all alone, not in a position to support his teammate. Molly will be no good. There's Zart. Suddenly this is winnable.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Until Stonda shows up with that op. Still haven't actually seen, I mean, we always talk about it, still haven't seen Stonda and Alu picking up the op in 1 round yet, and probably won't on the T side as it tends to slow things down just a little too much. And I like this. Sunny with a good read on the money over there on YP, pulls out the MAC-10. Yuho doing the same thing, and that's Yuho and Sunny. These are the entry players. They've gone down rebuying in a situation like this where the other team's money is down, and they're going to be the recon players running around with Tech9s, picking up kills, picking up money. Maybe picking up chicks. I don't know.
Chicks love the SMG. That's all I'm going to say. Got Arch. Watch the angle with the CZ-75. Grenade drops down and hits Dima. Tags him up real good. He's going to go ahead and peek the issue, and I think Zart just saw his shoulder. Certainly saw him just then. Then there's Kibakin. He hears Yuho drop down. Takes the close firefight. Picks up that SMG. That's really good. If he can pick up a couple of kills, that's going to help start building up the bank for YP. Because $600 per kill, Sunny's going to drop and does not realize that Arch is directly behind him. That's another free frag going in the favor of ENCE. I'm sorry, of YP.
Okay, so much for the MAC-10s picking up chicks. Kibakin and Arch have killed them and taken their respective weapons. Things have taken a turn for the worst, but still ENCE with a pretty big upper hand until Davkos with the CZ almost able to get even another. And now 2-on-2. Kibakin's still low, but Sotfik quickly on the flank here with the P250. Kibakin to just keep them held up a little bit. Standa, you can see him taking up that angle of the wood box. Yeah, he'll bring out the sidearm to deal with Sotfik, and there's Zart bringing down Kibakin. So closer than I would have expected, and very surprised that both Sunny and Yuho weren't able to get anything done. Generally, you see MAC-10s terrorize rounds like that. But now into another rifle. Still not complete, as Sotfik will take out the MAG-7, but it's cobbled. There are places for that. Close long A, in drop room, or even the broken wall. You can see a lot of teams struggle to get past a MAG-7 that's playing close in B.
Yeah, it's just really unfortunate exchanges going down and drop down, but Donna dominated in a very big way, but all of a sudden here's Sotfik rocking it with a swag 7, holding down drop down and racking up a tremendous amount of cash, shutting down almost every single player from ENCE. 3 of them drop the drop down, and now Standa finds himself all alone with the bomb and an AWP. He's able to find one, but he's got to aim that crosshair just a little bit lower to watch for Arch. Arch pushes the angle, and that was a super fast round. ENCE quickly annihilated. Still sitting on top of a mountain of cash, though. Should be able to eke out a decent buy. But that about does it for them. Money's dangerously low. We're going into a force buy next time if ENCE can't take a victory. And then YP can close the gap. 7-3 current scoreline.
Well, that MAG-7 going to make another appearance here on Sotfik. He is feeling capable enough with it. I think he got 1, maybe 2 kills there and drop in the last round. He'll play here again on this one. And look at that, Davkos already making a big play for information. Has that op. He's got out to the colonnade here on the T side of middle, watching those stairs. Going to try to keep a player pinned here. And in this case, it is Alu. And Alu making a big transition in his play style. Going from that main op of Nip, coming to this team to be a rifler that kind of just sits on the extremities and is very often a solo player. We saw him working the squeaky door on catch. See him here kind of lurking about on cobble. He didn't really have to do anything on Dust 2 with Yuho and Sunny, but they've both gone down. Now everyone's gone down. The B take just not working out.
Yeah, Sotfik jumps up on the counter boost. MAG-7 again. I mean, that's huge. That's $900 also into the bank account for every single kill. So he's just building and building bank for YP at this point, keeping the money rolling and also closing that gap a little bit more. And just as predicted, ENCE forced into an eco. Tech-9's armor. See what they can do. The gap is quickly closing. Yuho's going to drop straight into Sotfik's crosshair, give him another $900 and an entry or a first kill, opening up the round. Alu somehow is already able to drop down platform and spot Sotfik, making it a nice, easy kill. Arch is going to be the last man standing, trying to hold on to the site while the rotators come around the corner. Zart spots Kibakin, but they still have 2 around the corner. Got to watch out for drop down 2. That's Davkos finishing the job. And the eco is going to be a failure, friends.
Yeah, and actually turning this into quite a half. That's 3 rounds in a row now for YP, their biggest streak thus far. Their first 2 rounds. Remember those very chaotic rounds, round 4, 5, 6, and I guess 7 is kind of what put that to rest. But now we're at 5-7, another rifle coming out. Well, mostly a rifle. Of course, you still have the MAG-7 on Sotfik. He's been big and drop a couple rounds in a row, and Zart and Alu are actually still stuck on Tech-9s. But ENCE will change their approach a little bit. Opting for just, Zart over here at B, kind of doing the dance at the Tech-9, and everyone else holding outside of middle and maybe working into an A split. But the bomb really not committed yet. Could go either way.
Couple of smokes going down. And Kibakin's going to find himself completely isolated and an overrun. Davkos quickly moves away from mid and then takes up position at long, taking 1 kill, then falls back. The call-out has been made. There's a lot of presence being shown by ENCE at A side, along with Bomb, Sotfik, and Dima.
That's such a hard
holding
shot.
the angle. Look at the Avcost, though. He's going to hold this really, really tight.
There's no
Makes
idea.
the fight to Stonda, but there's somebody out wood. Arch now alone. AK-47 in hand. He's sitting on $5,300. Team not doing particularly good. Might do better to save the gun. Takes the fight to Zart, but he's going to lose that one when he gets peeked out. So there you have it. And starting to assert a little bit more dominance on the next gun round and nearly breaking the economy of YP. They can still buy, though.
Yeah, Davkos, I don't know what. I mean, everyone was kind of dying, so Davkos felt he needed to maybe switch positions and make a play. Tries to push out towards the headshot ledge, doesn't realize people are all the way up on that wooden fence, and just walks out and basically gives them up for free, turned himself in to the terrorists. And that A defense was not looking strong. Kabakin was unable to do anything at long A, and there was no crossfire set up for when ENCE was just storming and crossing into the site. So that was pretty rough, and ENCE feeling like maybe they found a weakness they can exploit, just go right back, kind of doing the same setup here on another rifle round. But Yuho has already fallen. Davkos with the op here at long A. Maybe a chance for another. Yep, everyone will see through with the scope. We'll see some shift there, and the smoke hits his shot. Kabakin will go down. Davkos, though, going to find three. Nicely done, and he sets his team up for a good retake situation. And, well, actually, Sotfik might get here before the take even comes into effect. So, yep, site's still defended. 2 men on CT slope. What will they do? Zart and Stonda. Stonda, of course, with that op, so don't want to peek that.
This is the first time we've really seen Davkos showing up in a very big way. Finally going to get dropped after that.
Oh my
3K.
god.
Stonda works his way around the corner. There's smoke. So it's ring around the Rosie at the SWAT van as Stonda walks into the site. Oh no, the SWAT team coming around the corner, but he's going to miss the shot. Re-peeks, he takes him down. And during that exchange, I think he found out exactly where Arch is. Still playing by SWAT van. 35 seconds. There's plenty of time to play with. So he keeps trying to drop the bomb, baiting Arch out.
Third time's the charm.
Bomb has been planted. Oh my god, finally. Staring at just the right angle. Gambles, he's got to be on the left side. Arch peeks it, walking right into the crosshair. You called it. Third time a charm, and getting dicey, but taking the round.
I don't think that's one that they should have lost. They had 3 people up, and I don't know if they really all quite peaked together. Of course, Arch, or actually, who was in the site? I think it was Sotfik in the site. He got pushed around because of a Molotov, so that's kind of why he had to peek. But they were still smoked off at the A connector doors, so Arch going to come in to help out. So, really well done. And well played from both Zart and, of course, Stonda, who is the one who hits all the shots in the end. And what was it, 2 versus 3 without any control.
Davkos did a nice job opening that round up because he had three kills just picking mid, long, then mid again. But it just wasn't enough. We're now on the last round, round 15 of the first half, with ENCE grouping up, putting a little more pressure again at long. They really seem to like pushing up long. Yuho going to go ahead and drop Sotfik right there. That makes the decision for them. Bring the bomb on in. Kabakin playing the close angle with the 5-7 spots. One patient watches and turns it into a take, taking bomb control. Elu's already out. Going to shoot him in the back.
Arch, maybe a little too wide on that peak.
Now Dima's alone.
Well, that's one hell of an effective flash. Too bad he only had a shotgun. All 3 of those guys were so blind. Oh, man. 10-5 half again. And 2 maps in a row now, it's Dima that's had a pretty lackluster first half, which is kind of why YP, will struggle. He has done so much for them, did so much for them in the last chance qualifiers to get to the major offline qualifier, and he's not really been that present. That being said, though, Kabakin has kind of picked up the weight. He's 12-11, but I feel like even he was getting exploited a little bit there at long A, and kind of found a weakness at the... basically the last 3 rounds of the half, they found that, all right, A is not that strong, and they hit A 3 times in a row, and it worked every single time. Well, mainly thanks to the heroic efforts of Stonda on one of those rounds.
What is interesting is we spent a lot of time talking about how good Dima can be and how good Alu can be, and yet they're both sitting at the bottom of the scoreboard so far on Cobble. We're going into round 16 right now, pistol round, and look at Stonda and Yuho holding down the drop down and shutting down members of YP. Arch's going to find himself all alone, and that round happened in the blink of an eye. Just a straight out B rush.
I blinked.
And yeah, and it's 11-5 right there. That's terrible when you're at such a round deficit at this point. Now, we've seen in the past, right, you can really turn this thing around. That's what YP did on Dust 2 by winning this round, round 17, and then stringing them together. They're going to force up Tech 9s, one smoke. Let's see what they got.
And of course, the Tech 9 B-Rush can just be very effective, especially considering ENCE went in for a lot of FAMAS. Well, 2 FAMAS and M4, so a lot of rifles. And the Scout's not going to be that effective at stopping armored opponents, especially when they're running at you with Tech 9s. And only Yuho, he's actually the only player watching drop 2 and very, very passive. So if he drops out of the window, it's given up, and then someone on that site's going to have to now then step up. That's exactly what happened. 3 people in the drop. Kabaka takes down Yuho just like that. Now Stonda's got no support from drop. He's covering everything pretty much by himself with a Scout. He will fall without a kill. Sunny was able to get one back here at KFC, but even he goes down. So perfect strat from YP. Even still, though, on this retake. That nade has got the right amount of distance, and it does stop in the plant. Kobe. Actually, I prefer Spectre these days, as the Warriors are so good. Davkos, though, with the Deagle. Oh, my gosh. Bringing this round back. Maybe going for another peek, but Alu's there, and he just holds down the trigger saying, get some. I just got a 4K.
That's 4. All right, we were just calling you out, Alu. Bot Alu turns into God Alu right there with a 4K round. 12 and 5. Again, super close. Got a little scary there for a minute. YP unable to close that thing down. They should have had the bomb plant, though, if it weren't for Alu's nade right there. So, just good foresight, chucking that nade around the corner. 12 and 5. Current score line. YP got nothing. They're going to force up. Tech 9's got a scout on Davkos. Can find the headshots. Could be good. And they have some utilities, but not a whole lot of utilities. So certainly don't expect too many fakes. They're setting up for a B execute. Smokes, flashes coming out. They're going to come charging through the smoke in a minute and drop down as well, forcing Yuho back. And he sets up crossfire with his teammate. Doesn't even have to take a shot. Finally drops one, and instantly Davkos is the last man standing.
Yeah, that was much better B defense. From ENCE this time. Davkos still doing some damage. Another no-scope to the face. Alu is down. Davkos maybe with a chance. Stonda at 5 HP. He's jump. A game of whack-a-mole here for Davkos. He's going to pull out the CZ, which only has 5 bullets. That could be a bit concerning. Davkos has plenty of time to work with, so we'll drop back to drop. Wanting to fake it. Kind of indecisive right there.
Well, drop is not being watched right now. Dart throws a grenade. That gives Davkos an idea that maybe it's clear on the left side.
Looks like that
Which to Z70,
probably
Z75. Problem is Stonda's
if
watching.
He spams this.
Oh! Just misses the shot. At long range, Davkos does have the advantage here. And then Rock. Looks like another no-scope shot for Davkos.
That was so close.
Oh!
Well,
crossfire too strong.
Still making it pretty expensive there for ENCE, but that will mark 13 rounds for them. And YP were very forceful, and without the bonus, they bought down pretty low. So this round will just be Glocks, bit of a freebie here for ENCE, get them out to 14. And the B defense was a lot better that time. They actually had people watching drop. That was so weird back in round 2 when you only had Yuho watching drop very, very passive, and then 2 people on the site. So as soon as drop was given up, you know, if the B split, their defense was actually pretty useless against it.
Actually 2 forces in a row, going to force 3 forces in a row for YP, and yeah, there's nothing to talk about on that one.
4K for Alu!
Instantly mowed down. Alu coming back in a big way. If I hit the tab button, how's he looking on the scoreboard this time around? Was the bottom frag, a lowly bottom frag. Now it's 15, 6, and 11, going positive on the KD for his team.
Those are all eco round frags, though. So
yeah, it's not the same impact.
Count them for half.
Count them for half. All right, let's say Alu, 7. I'm going to say 7.5 frags.
Nice. The elusive half a frag. Oh, look at Stonda going so aggressive, unable to find Sotfik, who then eats a nade, so he's got it pretty low. I think he spotted them both, yep. Saw Stonda go in one side of the statue, got to expect him to come out the other, so that was completely lined up. Sunny, though, there on the trade. Should favor YP, they've got it into a 4-4 here on Cobble.
And it's looking to close this thing very quickly. Zart's going to play A site solo. You got Sunny, Yuho, and Alu at B. Kabakin getting ready to go through drop. and he takes control of it. And I don't think Yuho heard it. Did so silently, and Yuho peeks the corner, takes a tremendous amount of damage, but Kabakin's going to get dropped. And now man advantage in favor of ENCE. Sunny, dangerous. Almost gets spotted out by Dima. He's got 3 players pushing his position right behind the box. If he plays it smart, he's got it. Now their attention's going to be focused on Alu. Peeks the corner, and there it is.
Nice crossfire.
15.
YP completely outplayed right there at the end of that round. Of course, they didn't have much going into it in the first place. Now they'll have the rifles out for a chance. 10 match points available, though, to ENCE. And this, if you include the last half, is 8 rounds in a row for ENCE here on Kabul. And, I mean, it's so crazy. You look at the results of those last chance qualifiers, YP moves on, ENCE doesn't. And then here, like, a couple days later, ENCE is able to take them out in a best of 3. Anybody really could have won that last chance qualifier. It was just, you know, who happened to show up on those days.
Well, it's not over yet, not if YP can help it. They're going to play this very conservatively. You see the bomb left way back, almost back towards spawn. So they're just playing for picks, fishing for what they can get. Look at Kabakin. He's already dropped out and dropped down. Has control, takes Yuho down instantly. They can split A, but the problem is somebody has to go all the way back to pick up the bomb. Kabakin's going to take the fight to Alu, wins that firefight as well. This is tragic, though. Zart alone. He's taken down. No bomb on the site. Sunny's going to go around, take the guy who's trying to find the bomb. Now, keep in mind, ENCE has no idea why the bomb has been planted or where it is. So, Sunny, if he had that information, might have been able to play a more conservative angle. Never would have expected Demon Peak in that corner, so that's going to drop him. Now 3-1. ENCE in deep trouble at this point. Archer's going to get the bomb. Since Kabakin's still on site,
all the way
take it
back
to
spawn.
A. Oh my god.
A great migration of the bomb carrier. It's going to take like 20 seconds to get into the site. If Standa happens to pick anyone off in this time period. And there it goes. He brings down Kabakin. Suddenly things are not as easy as they once were. And they're like, all right, F that.
Knows.
We're going to B. And Standa, yeah, not seeing anything right away, is pretty aware that they want to shift directions. Will he go through doors? Will he go into drop? Comes out the doors at Rock, and there he finds Dima. Easy kill for Standa, and he might just win it out here. Time is at 7 seconds. Standa just got to go. Okay. Wasn't able to get there fast enough, so I think that was smart at the last second there to just peel off and go back to try to take another battle. But close range, Op versus P90. Could all just come down to timing. Standa's able to spot him out now. Will he continue with the Op? It looks like he will. He takes a look at that 3D Max sticker, remembers his roots. Oh, no, he pulls out the 5-7 Arch with the headshot of the P90. That's pure skill. And Standa merely ending it on a 1 versus 3. But YP stay alive.
Standa. Oh, YP, what a weird round that was. They left the bomb all the way back, going for picks. It seems like they lost sight of that. Take A side. I mean, it was easily their round with multiple members alive, and it got so extremely close. They're still able to do it, but it cost them so many players and so much cash. That's going to be a problem stringing rounds together from this point on because the money's going to be low. Dima Arch taking down Alu fast that long. You're going to have to deal with Zart, though. Zart picks one up. Can he pick up the second? Nope. Gets traded out instantly, but the rotation's already underway.
Alu's like, who sold me this this lemon of a Mag 7? That should have killed him. One shot close range, but I think he was a little off to the left, so only kind of some of the pellets landing there. That's unfortunate as wow. If that bullet wasn't going to seal the deal, Standa was dying to the nade, and YP some life in them yet here, able to take the A site, and this time they actually brought the bomb with them, so they won't quite run into as much trouble.
It helps.
But they still have to deal with Yuho, who hasn't been as present on this map, but still sitting at 15 and 15. It's Sunny that's been here for ENCE, and a player that actually wasn't as present during the last chance qualifiers. So everyone doing their part now on ENCE. And Dean is still struggling on YP. That's a problem. It was a problem on Dust 2, and it remains a problem here on Kabul.
Stat leader on Kabul, Gav Cost. He's really come into his own lately for YP as an AWPer, holding down the fort. Look at this, YP, they were looking extremely low. At 10 and 5 is how they started this half. It ends up going to match point, but ENCE put onto an eco, and YP stringing a couple of rounds together. It's not much. They only have 2 in a row. Setting up for 3. Here's Kibakin spamming through the smoke, but he's got Sunny counter boosted. Doesn't expect them. That was not Kibakin's kill to be had, but somehow Sunny does go down, and that's an opening frag.
Yeah, luckily for him, he was jumping or either falling off that ledge, so the headshot was hard to come by with the CZ.
A-Site has been completely unstacked by ENCE. And this is bad. Look at YP's positioning. They're all over the outside of A. Just about to come charging on in. Bunch of guys by mid. Arch is going to be holding long. Rotation, but they can cut him off very quickly. Well-placed smoke. Mollies. Here it comes. Zart out balcony. He's going to be the first man to contend with. Doesn't realize they're already on platform. Oh my god, the shot from Yuho is going to drop Deem of the bomb carrier. Kibakin's at door, super low. This retake, not even a retake. Like, they get the bomb, they have bomb control, and now it's all up to YP to push back and reclaim the site and the bomb. Can't even rotate out of here.
So 2-on-2 right now. DevCost trying to get up and get that bomb. Sees a man under balcony, then attention diverted. Yuho getting another one with the Deagle. His Deagle has been so on point. Saw so many rounds at long A and Dust 2 where he's landed the Deagle shots, and here he comes up big, and go figure. YP are making this comeback. They earned themselves a round where ENCE has a broken economy. One they should win, and then ENCE just strike back and win it on the retake. And even as you pointed out, A was completely given up. They had stacked over to B, which is fine, because you're at eco, you need to make those gamble stacks. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But even with that, they're able to come over to that A site and retake. No idea what was going on with YP there. It doesn't look like the same YP that we saw throughout the last chance qualifiers that actually managed to qualify, and we will see them again on land. So hopefully they can shape things up. But a good result for ENCE. That's a team that seems to be a fan favorite, no doubt. Lots of support in the chat here from what I've noticed, and they will take the series 2-1 with pretty dominant victories on both Dust 2 and Cobble. But they did struggle on Cash, which was map 1.